Mrs. Babcock just came in. Jeanette Babcock, she's with 4-H. You have some other people joining?
Yeah, they're coming at 8 o'clock, but I also do something on the side above and beyond 4-H, and so I'd be happy to share that with you.
Sure, please do.
I'm Jeanette Babcock, and I actually live right down the street here. And I've lived in the Columbia area since 2002. We moved here because of family illness with my mother, and just relocated and decided we could stay. My husband's currently working as a project manager with MBCon Construction, and very happy to be in the Columbia area. Before moving to Columbia, I was a public speaker in the Charlotte area, mostly speaking to women's groups and church functions. But I am a certified personality trainer with the Florence Littauer system, and what I do is I come into families or workplaces and I teach you how to get along with your opposite personalities, help to recognize your specific personality and then the personalities of those involved in your workplace or your organization, so that you can have a little more harmony in how you do things. And there are 4 basic personalities that I teach. I teach the popular sanguine. You can easily identify the popular sanguine because when they walk in the room, they're the sunshine. They're always making everyone laugh. They love to be entertained, and they love to entertain you. And their opposite is the melancholy. They also have visible indicators. They're always neat as a pen. Everything's tucked in. They like things in an order, and they don't like things out of order. They're kind of the glue that holds it all together. We also have the powerful choleric, and when they walk in the room, they've got a hand on a hip and they're pointing. And usually, their idea is actually the best idea, and they know it. And they don't care that they know it. And then their opposite is the peaceful phlegmatic. They also have visible indicators. They would rather sit instead of stand, and if they could slouch, they'd rather slouch, and if they could be sleeping, they'd rather be sleeping. They're the peaceful person in the puzzle of the personalities. They don't like conflict, but they're great negotiators because they can take all those volatile personalities and actually help them come into continuity. They're also chameleon. And that's one of the things I love about the peaceful phlegmatic, is that if necessary, they can be any of the other 3 personalities if they have to. And that's just a little snippet of what I do on the side. And my daughter is in 4-H, and that's really why we're here this morning. But the other young lady won't be here till 8 o'clock because her mom gets off work in the hospital. But we're glad to be here today.
Did you ever meet anyone who is a combination of almost all of the better qualities that you just described?
And usually that's the phlegmatic. If you have a little bit of all of those, it's usually the peaceful phlegmatic person. That's what my husband is. And when he's at work, he's that powerful choleric. He's very in control, but at home he's like, because at work for 8 hours he has to be that strong, powerful. When he gets home, he just wants to relax. That's
you guys went to those meetings up there in D.C. Is that what you're leading up to? That you're going up there to see how they can get along?
No. Actually, let me tell you. Last night, my husband and I watched Coach Carter. I don't know if you've ever watched that movie. And we decided they just needed to lock out Washington. You know, we figure if they would do that, maybe they could get along. I could go up there, but the powerful cholerics wouldn't listen to what I said, and the peaceful phlegmatics would be intimidated to speak up, and then the sanguines would decide that if it wasn't going to be fun anymore, they didn't want to participate, and the cholerics would be upset because no one would do it in an orderly manner.
Oh, I gotcha. That sounds just like every one of them up there. Something about all of them.
So I'm glad to be here this morning. We were at Tractor Supply on Saturday doing a fundraiser and met Craig, and then he suggested that we come here today and that you have a lot of fun here discussing it. Maybe you could go up here. Up to Washington.
No, I'd get mad. I'm one of those, you know. I'd be on my hand on my hip and my finger pointed, so I don't think I would.
So can I ask, what do you do for the team building? Is it like a day-long event or a week-long?
Oh, no, it doesn't need to be a week. What I do is I have a little personality profile, and then we just go, we have everybody fill it out, and then we just go over each of the different personality styles. And, you know, it could be, you know, a workshop session. It just depends on what you're looking for. It has been very successful. This program has been around for like 30 years. The concept was actually started by Hippocrates, based on the body fluids, and built on then by a Greek physician. And from there it's gone. A lot of people may refer to it as temperaments, but the system I teach is called the personality. There's a little worksheet that little test they fill out, and then we talk about the strengths and weaknesses, and when strengths become weaknesses when they've gone too far, and just recognizing that's their natural personality and how to live within that personality, but not use it as an excuse. Well, that's just the way I am. But okay, I recognize that's my strength. I need to operate in that my strength, but not be too forceful.
So you help train people to improve the good characteristics and to
except where they need to just work on the difference. Yeah.
I've been working on this for a long time myself.
I'd like to say in a perfect world it works all the time, but you know. Yeah, so. All right, well, I'm going to have my coffee if you have a few business cards. And Shelby is on the way with her daughter, Savannah, and her father.